Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, roads are shut down. Firefighters in nearly triple-digit heat battling a large wildfire in Umatilla County. Plus, Benton County, Yakima County, and Franklin County all dealing with vegetation fires at this moment. Stacy and Josh have been telling us all week today would be a dangerous day for wildfires. Let's get right to it. Apple Valley News Now live at 6 starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
And we begin with breaking news this Wednesday evening. I'm Wendy Redman. We have live team coverage tonight. My co-anchor Austin is in Umatilla County, bringing us the very latest on the Cold Springs fire near Hermiston. And Stacy is standing by with information on this first alert weather day due to the high risk of fire. First, we want to go out to Hermiston, though. Austin, what's the very latest update on this fire? All right, we are having a bit of a problem hearing Austin there, but there you did see a live picture of the fire in the distance. We are making our way a little bit closer to it to get a little bit more information for you. We want to continue our coverage now with First Alert's Stacy Lee. Now, Stacy, I know you and Josh have been talking about the high risk of fire all week. You couldn't really hear Austin very well, but you could hear those winds in the background. What can you tell us about that? And then also the evacuations in Umatilla County.
Yeah, we have lots of evacuations going on. Levels 1, 2, and 3. I'll step out of the way so you can see the map. Level 3 means go now. Now that's from Tabor Road at East Walls Road and everything east to Highway 37. Everything south of Walls Road and Tabor Road to East Pumpkin Center Road along the railroad tracks. Level 2, get set. That means be ready to go. Salmon Point all the way west to Hat Rock. You need to be set and ready to go. That is the yellow section. And the green section is be ready. That's north of Hartle Road from Highway 37. So as you can see, a very active scene. This fire doubled in size in just a very short amount of time. So very, very active. These are the winds that the firefighters are dealing with this afternoon. And the winds are going to stay pretty strong at least till about midnight tonight. So not making things any easier. Here's our hot weather that we're seeing through the region. Most everybody here in the Columbia Valley, or what am I saying here? Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Walla Walla area in the 90s. 70s and 80s. We've also been tracking this fire in the Yakima Valley, and that one's been burning this afternoon. It's a vegetation fire. It doesn't have a name. We're not sure how much containment there is, but it's in this area here in Union Gap region. So once again, we want to be careful there. We have some evacuation. Be set, get ready to go from the intersection of University Parkway and North Keys Road heading west to the Yakima River. So again, be very, very careful. Now, on a lighter note, let's take a look at what we're going to see on 4th of July. We're going to have nice temperatures, much cooler than we've been seeing the last few days, most of us down in the 80s. Keep it right here. We'll have more coverage on the active fires in our area. Wendy?
All right, actually staying on the fire watch now, we're tracking another wildfire, this one in Kennewick, just off of Clearwater Avenue and Columbia Center Boulevard. This broke out just after 5 o'clock. It's all under control now, but Clearwater was shut down for about a half an hour while fire crews worked out in that area. And with the 4th of July right around the corner, the Department of Natural Resources and the Washington State Commissioner of Public Lands is calling on you to do your part in helping to reduce wildland fires. They say the use of fireworks is one of the highest risks for fires, and that last year in Washington State, there were 270 fires from fireworks alone. He says he encourages people to still have fun and barbecue, spend time with their families, but to also be safe.
Let's make sure that our fireworks are used legally and safely. If we're drinking alcohol, don't play with fire. Make sure we supervise young people. Also, a lot of people are camping over the 4th of July weekend. Let's make sure our campfires are out cold to the touch. If we're hauling RVs or boats, make sure you don't have a metal chain that's dragging and causing sparks.
He also adds to make sure you're not parking on dry grass if you need to pull over on the side of the road while on the interstate. We're learning more tonight about the condition of the firefighter who survived the Coeur d'Alene shooting on Sunday when he responded to a wildfire on Canfield Mountain. Coeur d'Alene Fire says Dave Tisdall is now stable, able to talk, and he is off the ventilator. Deputy Fire Marshal Craig Etherton says Tisdall suffered severe chest and spinal trauma as a result of the shooting. Kootenai County Fire and Rescue Battalion Chief Frank Harwood and Coeur d'Alene Fire Battalion Chief John Morrison died in the attack. The Umatilla County Sheriff's Office is warning of a new phone scam targeting employers. Scammers call impersonating a police officer, jail deputy, the U.S. Marshal Service, or even a local judge or federal judge. They claim an employee has been arrested and is in need of bail money. They typically instruct the victim to purchase prepaid debit cards, a gift card, or to wire money. The scammer may instruct the prepaid card to be mailed to a judge or ask the victim to go to a local courthouse with the money. Officials say these are scammers and they can be extremely convincing, and they have done their research to sound credible. If you receive a call like this, they say hang up and contact law enforcement. They also emphasize courts and law enforcement do not call to collect fines over the phone. Kennewick police say a man is facing felony charges after threatening to bomb a local business. Officers were called to the 5200 block of West Clearwater just after midnight when police say 46-year-old Michael Murdoch claimed he had a pipe bomb in his backpack. Witnesses say he made the threat after being denied bathroom access for not being a paying customer. No explosives were found, but he was arrested on suspicion of making bomb threats, a Class B felony under state law. Protesters are out with a message in Richland right now. They want to stop what they're calling the One Big Billionaire Bill. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable joins us now live from John Dam Plaza with the very latest on this demonstration.
Do you expect that something will happen? Okay, so
Hi guys, I'm here. The protest is just about wrapping up, but I'm here with one of the protesters, Daniel Wilcock, a registered nurse here, and we were talking a little bit earlier, and a big cut on Medicaid that could be happening. I just wanted to hear your opinion on that, coming from someone in the medical field.
Well, you did ask me specifically if I was worried about my job, and you know that I kind of am, because I work for a clinic where we don't kick out anybody that can't pay, and we don't ask their immigration status, and we get grants, and most of our money comes from Medicaid. So yes, I'm worried about my job, but compared to 71 million people getting kicked off Medicaid, that's insignificant. It is insignificant. This bill is bad and wrong. And Dan Newhouse is voting for it, and we're not happy, man. I'm sorry. Didn't you know who do you love? Who do you know in your life that loves their health care? Do you love your health care?
Hey, that's not something for me to say, but I know that you are upset with what's going on.
I just want everybody to have access to health care, my friend. I think of it in any civilized nation. That's how it works. So.
Well, I also wanted to ask you how you thought the protest today went, with the turnout and everything.
I have to tell you something that Lauren and Chuck, you probably talked to those guys. Mm-hmm. They put this thing together in a day and a half with no notice, and we got, 100 people. Did you count?
Yeah, I was told around 135 people.
Perfect. in 36 hours, they got 135 people down here. Maybe Dan's not in his office. We really doubt it. He should be making the vote right now. But just to let them know that at some point, they should probably be more afraid of us than they are of Donald Trump.
Daniel, I really appreciate the time from your perspective and on the protest and everything, on the big, beautiful bill.
Very cool.
The protest is just wrapping up, and guys, I'll send it back to you in the studio for more.
Thank you, brother.
All right, turning now to making a difference. A Kennewick teen is turning her past into purpose, using her own foster care experience to bring comfort to other children going through the system. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen shows us how 13-year-old Rylan Simmons is making a national impact with a project she calls Dignity Duffels.
At just 13 years old, Rylan Simmons is no stranger to resilience.
I've been in foster care in the system since I was 3 years old. And going into my new families with only a cardboard box made me feel unwelcomed and unsafe.
But out of that moment of fear came a mission. Now adopted and a national pageant title holder, Rylan is using her platform to launch Dignity Duffels, each bag packed with essentials and comfort items for kids entering foster care. The bags include pajamas, toiletries, and a stuffed animal, and even a handwritten note from Rylan herself.
Having something from someone who's going through your same experience is very important to show that you will get through the hard moments and that you will go a lot of places, and having something special to look at whenever you're feeling down.
Dignity Duffels are more than just supplies. They're a message of hope. With the help of her family and an Amazon wish list, Rylan is collecting donations to get the bags into the hands of kids across Washington.
Very proud of her. She is pretty exceptional. So she's accomplished a lot so far in her 13 years.
And while she's preparing for an international pageant stage, Rylan says this, her platform is what really matters. Reporting in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Wow, and if you would like to help Rylan, we did post a link to our Amazon wish list. You can find that on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, the Tri-City Americans hires a new strength and conditioning coach. We share what we're learning about her connection to the team. And of course, Stacy is coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. You can see a fire here burning off in the distance. It is hot. It is windy, folks, out there. Not great fire conditions. How long will this last? We'll be right back with more.
The 4th of July mattress savings are on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores.
And that means big discounts on your favorite brands, like Serta's iComfort for cooler, deeper sleep, and Beautyrest world-class mattresses to experience first-class sleep every night. Plus, get it now and pay over time with no money down, no minimum purchase, and no interest financing for up to 5 years. So you can wake up refreshed on a mattress that helps you sleep better with savings worth celebrating this week at Walker's.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social. We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
All across America.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
And right here in the Northwest. Wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
Good morning, Northwest and GMA. The #1 way to start your day.
Good morning, Northwest.
50% off annuals and vegetable starts at Queensgate Gardens. It's the end of spring and going fast. Open 10 to 3 on the 4th. Queensgate Gardens, where adventure grows at 50% off.
Hear that? It's the sound of savings at your local Ford dealer. Get a sweet-sounding deal on F-150, Bronco, Bronco Sport, Explorer, Escape, and more. Hurry in today for the sound of savings, because a new Ford truck or SUV is calling your name. Just listen to this great offer. Employee pricing ends soon. Get up to $13,000 total savings, only at your local Ford dealer.
The 4th of July sale is on now at More Furniture with red, white, and blue savings in every department. Just in time for summer entertaining, family gatherings, and holiday celebrations. During the 4th of July sale, you'll get our very best offer. No money down, subtract the sales tax, and absolutely no interest until July 2026. Plus, you'll get free white glove delivery and will remove and donate your gently used pieces locally. Visit your local More Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
Jay Dalia, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
On the sports beat, the Tri-City Americans hired Christy Osborne to be their new strength and conditioning coach. Osborne's connection with the Americans actually started last season when her house held host for 2 players. The Hawaii native has a fitness plan set out to help keep players in their best shape.
There are weekly sessions that we will be focused on core, balance, stretching, all the things I'm sure they're going to be really excited about. So we have a master plan, and from there it's really working with the coaching staff to make sure that we make things balanced for the boys.
The American season gets underway September 20th. They will be away in enemy territory against the Seattle Thunderbirds. With the 4th of July holiday weekend coming up, many people are planning to hit the water. But before you head out on the Columbia, the Benton County Sheriff's Office has some important safety reminders for you. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert has more.
With the 4th of July less than 2 days away, folks are getting ready to celebrate on the water. Boaters from across the Tri-Cities will be sailing on the Columbia River, but authorities with the Benton County Sheriff's Department want to remind everyone that safety comes first. That means having life jackets on board, making sure they're visible, properly sized, and include a Type 4 throwable.
This 4th of July weekend, the Benton County Sheriff's Department wants all boaters to be safe. And while accidents do occasionally happen on the water, the Benton County Sheriff's Department says that many of those accidents are very preventable.
On the sides of the river now, the river will get shallow and there will be rocks just below the surface of the river. I've seen people hit those rocks on jet skis and go flying off of their jet skis, get cracked skulls, cracked ribs, and have to pull them out of the water and get them to the hospital right away. So just be careful.
Clippard says no matter what kind of vessel you're on, there should always be someone watching for other people and boats in the water.
Whether you're on a jet ski or on a motorized craft like this, you must have an observer. So the person at the helm of the vessel, pay attention in front of you. Rely on that observer who should be sitting right to your left to watch behind you. You, the boat driver, needs to be aware of your surroundings.
Clippard says there are a couple of reasons he could order someone off the water, the first being an overpowered boat, and the second, a boat carrying too many people.
If you're overloaded, I can tell you, you need to go back to the shore right now immediately and get rid of some of your passengers because you cannot exceed the maximum occupancy or the weight on that plate for that vessel.
And many boaters may not realize their vessel registration could be expired.
Your new registration has to be on by the 1st of July, so make sure that you have up-to-date registration on your vessel.
The Sheriff's Office hopes everyone heading out onto the water this weekend stays safe and has fun. In Kennewick, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And just a reminder for you, it is illegal to drink alcohol while operating a boat.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And unfortunately, fires are now part of the weather story. We've been tracking a big one here in Umatilla County. Since we started on the air, it has grown to 4,000 acres now. It's the Cold Spring Fire here in the Umatilla County. And again, we have some evacuations going on. In fact, we have level 3 go now from Tabor Road at East Walls Road and everything east to Highway 37 and everything to the south of Walls Road and Tabor Road. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. There are shelters being set up. I'll tell you that in a second. We also have level 3 evacuations from East Pumpkin Center Road along the railroad track. So be aware of that. And then we've got a level 2 get set Salmon Point all the way east to Hat Rock. Level 1 be ready north of Hartle Road from Highway 37. And you can see that map right there on your screen. Firefighters are dealing with strong strong gusty winds. This is not going to make fighting that fire any easier as we go through the evening. So those gusty winds are going to be sticking around. Here we are at midnight, still 30-mile-an-hour gusts in the Hermiston area. Very windy in the Kittitas Valley. Now overnight into the early morning hours, things will start to calm wind-wise, but once again, as the fire continues to grow, it is quadrupled in size. That's going to be tough for our fighter fires. Tomorrow, we're going to have lighter winds in the Hermiston area, still gusty in the Kittitas Valley, Columbia River Gorge, Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities area looking good. Tracking some thunderstorms moving across the Wallowa Mountains tonight, right here at the corner of Washington and Oregon, very northeast corner there. Yep, some lightning happening there. An earlier fire we've been watching all afternoon is happening in Yakima. That one is still burning. In fact, a little while ago, I saw an airplane drop some water in that region, 87 degrees. It's the Keys Road fire in Yakima. We have a level 2 be set for evacuations. You've got evacuations possible in University Parkway, North Keys Road, heading south along the Yakima River to West Birchfield Road, then west to the intersection of West Birchfield Road and South Keys Road. Is it impacting our air quality? You betcha. We have moderate air quality right now. It's not unhealthy, but definitely the smoke in the air that could be irritating to folks with sensitivities to that. Now overnight, we're going to cool down. We're going to see 40s in the mountains, 50s below. Remember, we were staying in the 60s and 70s last night, so much cooler as the cold front comes across. So calmer winds tomorrow, cooler temperatures, 80s and 90s for 4th of July. And more triple digits. Check it out. You're going to start seeing those triple digits back Tuesday and Wednesday. There's your 7-day forecast for Tri-Cities. Taking a look at Yakima, the 80s to the 90s, and yes, triple digits showing up again. So a miniature heat wave to nice weather, back to a heat wave. So that's kind of what's been going on weather-wise. Gusty winds continue in the Kittitas Valley. Looking pretty good on 4th of July at 82 degrees. Now, we will see a little bit of cloud cover on and off, so that'll help keep us cooler. We're not really tracking any wet weather, though, so it's going to continue to stay dry and continue on that warming trend after Monday. You see those triple digits there in Walla Walla, as well as the Hermiston area. So the takeaway today is be safe out there. If you are near any of these fires, be ready because they are moving fast due to the gusty winds.
All right, and we'll keep you updated here with another live report. We're going to check back in with Austin. We'll see if we can get his mic issues resolved.
There you go.
And we'll have that coming up for you in the next half hour. But coming up directly after the break, several explosions at a fireworks facility caught on camera. What officials in California are saying about this one, whoa, when we come back.
It's the Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row. That's 11 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. The Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
On behalf of STCU, we want to present you with this $1,000 check.
Brian is the regional logistics leader. He makes sure things are ready when it comes to disaster response.
I went out there and I really enjoyed what we were doing. We were handing meals out to people that were affected by the wildfires. And they were so appreciative, they were thankful. It just gave me a good feeling. I said, I got to do this some more.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
System 1 loaded.
To be out here in God's creation, to have the strength and energy at 77 years of age is pure joy, even when repairing fence from wind damage. I rely on Mile Health with the amazing science-backed formula for muscle support. As we age, mobility, balance, and strength are vital to help us keep doing the things we love to do, like me here on our ranch. Plus, to have lean, strong muscles can help prevent falls and will help in recovery from surgery and injuries. Don't let age and muscle loss rob you of your strength and vitality. Be strong with Mile Health.
Mile Health is supported by 25 human clinical studies. Call the number on your screen now and take advantage of our special buy one, get one free offer. We're confident you'll feel results or your money back. Call now.
Apple Valley News Now is Kennewick.
Apple Valley News Now is Yakima.
Apple Valley News Now is Hermiston.
Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Leading the way with local news you trust.
Breaking news.
We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
It's the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit for only $299.99. Plus 60 months no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Check this out. An explosion at a fireworks facility in Northern California was caught on camera. Take a look here. This happened Tuesday evening. Fire crews responded to the facility where a large plume of, of black smoke could be seen for miles. Several explosions were reported as the fireworks went off. The fire also appeared to spark additional spot fires. No word yet on what led up to the fire. This was admittedly not your typical police chase in South Carolina. Last Friday, members of the State Highway Patrol answered a pretty unusual call. You see it there? They ended up chasing a pig on a busy road about 20 miles northwest of Columbia. It's unclear how this little piggy got free or to whom it belongs. The state troopers, though, managed to corral the pig and bring home the bacon, so to speak. The animal was not hurt. Officials say they found a new home for the pig. Coming up in our 6:30 half hour, the Columbia Snake River Irrigators Association bringing up concerns over a decades-old regulation. We share why they're calling for transparency from the Washington State Department of Ecology. Don't go anywhere.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Something big is coming to Wild Horse Resort and Casino. He's elusive, he's famous, and there's a $120,000 Bigfoot bounty out for him this July and August. Spin the prize wheel for cash, free play, or the Bigfoot Bounty Progressive that increases each spin until it's won every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then on July 26th, one of 3 lucky Bigfoot trackers takes home $15,000 in cash. Come catch Bigfoot. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
One day, maybe these were your people, or these. But maybe one day you noticed fewer people, which can feel different, but good, because now, older, we decide what our people means, how we spend time, even who they are. Like us, our people are their own people, and our connections keep us active, sharper, and happier. Find ways to connect with people of all ages at findyourpeoplewa.org.
At US Cellular, we created an event to celebrate our customers, like Luana here, called Us Days.
Yeah, they give us special rewards and exclusive deals in everything. It almost feels like we're part of a cool club together.
Sure does.
Slide, connect. Woo, woo, woo. Hug, shake.
Us Days just got bigger. All customers get a free phone with no trade-in.
The 4th of July sale is on now at More Furniture with red, white, and blue savings in every department. Just in time for summer entertaining, family gatherings, and holiday celebrations. During the 4th of July sale, you'll get our very best offer. No money down, subtract the sales tax, and absolutely no interest until July 2026. Plus, you'll get free white glove delivery and will remove and donate your gently used pieces locally. Visit your local More Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Celebrate the 4th with big savings right now at all Walker's Furniture locations. It's the perfect time to upgrade for less with store-wide markdowns and huge clearance deals. Or get it now and pay for it over time with no money down and no interest financing for up to 5 years. No need to wait. Bring home comfort for less and get that Serta or Beauty Rest mattress you've been wanting, because these 4th of July savings are too big to miss. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Jade Elliott grew up in Richland, graduated from Washington State, and got her first job in Spokane. After working in Salt Lake and Seattle, she's back in the Mid-Columbia, bringing the news home on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now. On your side.
Always on your side.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll have all your top stories and updates.
And finally, we're a little bit cooler. We'll have normal highs for the 4th of July weekend, but more heat looming for next week. I'll tell you just how hot tomorrow morning at 5.
Coming up on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30, we're getting an update for you on evacuations in place in Umatilla County as a wildfire continues to spread rapidly near the Hat Rock area. Plus, another fire has broken out, this time on 182 just south of Kennewick. We'll tell you what officials are saying so far about this one. The news at 6:30 starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Thanks for staying with us this evening. A big news day, especially in the wildfire department. Stacy, we do want to start with weather. You've been warning us all week about the fire weather danger today and what an active wildfire day it turned out to be. Exactly why you issue these first alert action days.
That's right. First alert weather day, red flag warnings all through the region, strong gusty winds, dry vegetation, all of the ingredients, like I've been telling you, for a fire. Let's talk about this Cold Springs fire in the Hat Rock area, Umatilla. We've got some evacuations. Now, the level 1 is get ready. That is green. Yellow is level 2 be set, and red is go now. So go now from Tabor Road at East Walls Road and everything east to Highway 37, everything south of Walls Road and Tabor Road to East Pumpkin Center Road along the railroad tracks. Level 2 get set, Salmon Point all the way west to Hat Rock, and level 1 be ready north of Hartle Road from Highway 37. And this fire has grown substantially in just the last little bit due to these strong gusty winds. Here's what the firefighters are dealing with tonight with 33-mile-an-hour gusts right there in the Hermiston area. Not only that, Wendy, these temperatures are hot, so it makes it even harder. So again, we want to be fire-wise and safe. If you're in that Hat Rock area, be prepared because this wildfire has now grown to 4,000 acres. We were at 1,000 acres in our 5 o'clock hour, so it's growing pretty rapidly. We'll get more details coming up here in a sec. Wendy?
All right, thanks so much, Stacy. We want to now get over to my co-anchor, Austin Reed. Austin has been out in the elements at the Cold Springs fire in Umatilla County. Austin, I know we had a little bit of an issue hearing your mic at the top of the hour. I know it's windy out there and there's a lot going on. What can you tell us? What's the latest on this fire?
Yeah, hi there, Wendy. Yeah, our apologies earlier. You know, just within the last, I'd say, 2 minutes, we are at Columbia River Highway. This is 730, and that's 37. You saw those motorcycles. You probably heard them in the background. It looks like Highway 37 and 730, this intersection has actually opened up, so that's some good news. We know that, yeah, we've got Natalie, if you can kind of move in over there past the weight station, cars are now coming on to Highway 37 from 730. This is literally happening within the last couple of minutes, so that's good news. That means that firefighters are getting a handle on this fire. We do know that at least one residence has been lost. Very, very sad news there to report. We still have anywhere from 15 to 30 other residences and structures that are still impacted at this hour. Around 6 o'clock, the acreage was sitting at around 4,000 acres, but according to Umatilla County Fire District 1 and some of the other fire agencies, we're looking at this acreage to be updated to go lower than that 4,000 mark, around 960 acres. So we're still waiting on final confirmation from that. I do want to point out there are still level 3 go now evacuation orders, and we'll talk more about that throughout the half hour here live on Apple Valley News Now. Real quick, final thing I do want to tell everybody, there is a evacuation shelter. It has been set up at the Eastern Oregon Trade and Event Center that's in Hermiston. Wendy, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Austin, thanks so much. Stay safe out there. I do want to repeat that last thing he just said because I know it was a little difficult to hear him in that live shot. Evacuation shelters, the Eastern Oregon Trade and Event Center is set up now to do just that. That's at 1705 East Airport Road in Hermiston. We'll keep you updated with the very latest here on air and online at applevalleynewsnow.com. Well, Benton County Fire District 1 is on the scene of a brush fire located on 182 south of Kennewick. Take a look. Crews responded shortly before 6 o'clock, roughly 9 miles south of Kennewick. Officials say the wind is blowing the fire away from the road, and they're urging people to avoid the area as emergency crews respond. Of course, we'll keep you updated on that as well. New tonight, with the dangerous heat lately, many of us can escape into the air conditioning, but that's not an option for everyone. Some of the hardest working folks this week, food truck crews trying to stay cool while working in triple-digit temps. The team at Hot Mess Food Truck says they're doing everything they can to beat the heat, drinking lots of water, taking breaks, and keeping cool air moving inside the truck. But even with fans and open windows, the whole kitchen can feel like an oven. Owners tell us if it gets too dangerous, they won't hesitate to shut it down.
I work with one of my best friends and my wife, and so kind of knowing each other to the point of being like, no, you're not working at your best, you're not feeling good, I need you to go step back, sit down, I need you to stand back. I don't need you to try and play the hero and push through it. I don't want to see you fall, I don't want to see you get hurt.
They say they stay hydrated and keep cool towels around them. They have a specialty kitchen as well. They can go inside to cool off because at the end of the day, it's just a job, and they say health is what's most important. The Columbia Snake River Irrigators Association is calling for more transparency from the Washington State Department of Ecology over how the state handles its interruptible water rights program. The association represents a large number of irrigators who draw water from the Snake and Columbia rivers. They are raising concerns over a decades-old regulation that allows the state to cut off certain water rights during severe droughts. Recently, the Department of Ecology introduced a new program to manage those interruptible rights, but the association says the program is unnecessary with current water levels, and the group says there was no public comment period before the policy rollout.
There was no consultation with key stakeholders like the irrigators, and it has not been vetted at all. That's a major failure when you're trying to implement any large-scale public policy.
The association is meeting with the Department of Ecology to discuss the future of the program. Big news today out of Idaho. Brian Kohberger officially pleaded guilty to killing 4 University of Idaho students. It's all part of a plea agreement that spares him the death penalty. Our Austin Reed has the latest.
The defendant will plead guilty to all 5 counts in the indictment: burglary, felony, and first-degree murder, 4 counts.
A tense scene inside the Ada County courtroom Wednesday. Judge Stephen Hippler confirmed the charges.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Kohberger responding.
Yes.
The reactions have been sharply divided. Families of 2 victims, including Madison Mogan, say they support the plea as a means to swift closure. Meanwhile, Kaylee Gonzalez's father called it a secretive deal, voicing deep disappointment and anger over the absence of a public trial.
This isn't what we should be doing. You don't deal with terrorists, and you don't deal with people who kill your kids in their sleep. So, we'll never see this as justice. I'm not liking the fact that there's no guarantee here that this individual is going to share details.
Investigators built their case on DNA evidence, cell phone data, and surveillance footage. Kohberger allegedly bought the murder weapon months prior and returned repeatedly to the area in the days before the killings back on November 13th, 2022. Motive remains undisclosed and may never come to light due to the plea.
I'm a little disappointed that the families won't be able to get closure.
And honestly, sometimes I look at the death penalty as an easy escape.
Sentencing is scheduled for July 23rd. Austin Reed, Apple Valley News Now.
On the burglary charge, Kohberger will face a sentence of 10 years. He will face a life sentence for each of the 4 counts of first-degree homicide. The 5 counts will run consecutively. In lighter news today in Yakima, blueberry season is off to a great start in the Yakima Valley. In fact, one of Natchez growers says these are some of the biggest blueberries he's ever seen. Paul Novak has been growing blueberries and running a U-Pick business since 2005. Novak says it's not just his berries that are doing well this season. His neighbors have reported similar results as well. Novak's not sure what caused this season's berries to be so big, but he's glad there's plenty for people to pick.
You know, they're good for you. It's a good time for families just to enjoy. We had a church group out the other night, and there were probably 20 or 30 kids, and so that's fun to see.
Novak says he expects the blueberries to be around until late August. All right, still to come here on the news at 6:30, we're meeting a young pup with spunk who's ready to find his forever home. And of course, Stacy is coming back with your full First Alert weather forecast as she's tracking the heat and the winds. We'll be right back.
Josh Cobra, First Alert weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Celebrate the 4th with big savings this week at Walker's. Get store-wide markdowns and huge clearance deals, or get it now and pay over time with no interest financing for up to 5 years. This week at Walker's.
The 4th of July is coming up, and just like Tri-Cityans have done for over 20 years, kick off the celebration early with the Dust Devils game and fireworks show. Come to Giesa Stadium on July 3rd and enjoy an action-packed ball game followed by one of the best fireworks shows of the year, presented by McCacken Electric. Happy birthday, America! For tickets, head to the official site, dustdevilsbaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
50% off annuals and vegetable starts at Queensgate Gardens. It's the end of spring and going fast. Open 10 to 3 on the 4th. Queensgate Gardens, where adventure grows at 50% off.
For more than a decade, Farxiga has been trusted again and again and again. Ask your doctor about Farxiga.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
All across America.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
And right here in the Northwest. Wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man,
it's good to be home.
Good Morning Northwest and GMA, the #1 way to start your day.
Good morning, Northwest.
If you would like to improve your sleep for less, then right now is the perfect time to visit Walker's Furniture for their 4th of July savings event. Experience first-class sleep, plus get it now and pay over time with no interest financing for up to 5 years. This week at Walker's.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And that's right. We're in a first alert weather day. We've had a red flag warning in place. It doesn't expire till 9 o'clock at night. And here's why. Here's one of the biggest fires around the region right now. It currently is sitting at 4,000 acres. So it's grown rapidly. Cold Springs Fire, Hat Rock area, Umatilla County. Level 3 go now. That's the area you see in red. That's from Tabor Road at East Walls Road and everything east to Highway 37. Everything south of Walls Road and Tabor Road to East Pumpkin Center Road along the railroad tracks. Level 2 is Get Set. That's the yellow area, Salmon Point all the way to Hat Rock. And then level 1 is Be Ready. That's the area in green. That's north of Hartle Road from Highway 37. And we've heard there's already been at least one structure burned and lost due to this fire, which is moving pretty rapidly. We've also been tracking a second fire all day in Yakima County. This is a vegetation fire. Not sure on the acreage. I have seen some air people flying over, dropping water on that fire. 87 degrees right now. And as you can see, our camera's shaking. Those winds are sustained at 16 miles an hour. However, the gusts are even higher, and we'll zoom in a little more so you can get a better perspective of where that fire is in Yakima. So once again, very active fire season, fire weather going into our 4th of July holiday. Here's the strong gusty winds that we've been tracking all afternoon, and it will stay windy right on through about midnight tonight. We'll see some of us start to decrease winds, but still seeing very windy conditions in Hermiston, Yakima. Things get a little bit better in the morning for you. And then those winds will really start to come down, but they're going to pick up later in the afternoon, especially in the Kittitas Valley. We're going to see gusts up to 40 miles an hour, 35-mile-an-hour gusts in the Columbia River Gorge. Lighter as you head to the east, but it's going to be a little bit windy. Now, with all the fires, you may want to know air quality-wise, we've been seeing the smoke and haze. It's been bothering my eyes with my contacts in. Yes, we have moderate air quality through the Tri-Cities up to Ritzville, Moses Lake, Pendleton, Hermiston, Walla Walla, and Dayton, and we'll keep a close eye on that. We're also tracking some thunderstorms coming through the region. Most of them are way to the east of the Tri-Cities, right here in the corner of the Washington, Idaho, Oregon border. That's where we're seeing a few lightning strikes, which potentially could start some forest fires in that area. Temperatures will be nicer tonight than they were last night, about 10 degrees cooler than we were. That's the cold front, believe it or not, moving across the area, bringing those gusty winds. 50s down the Yakima, Kittitas Valley and into the Columbia Basin. So just to recap, we have calmer winds coming, cooler temperatures, 80s and 90s for the weekend, and more triple digits. Take a look at your screen there. Tuesday and Wednesday, the next heat wave start. But it's looking pretty good as we go into 4th of July weekend. I'm liking these temperatures, actually. Looking good there. Look for those breezy and gusty winds in the Yakima Valley. Temperatures staying in the 80s through Saturday, 90s, and then back to those triple digits. Here's Ellensburg, where we're going to see temperatures flirting with 100 on Wednesday. Windy, though, through Friday. That's your 4th of July. And then those breezy winds kind of continue as they have pretty much all summer. All right, here's what it looks like in Walla Walla and Hermiston. So pretty good.
All right, Stacy, thanks so much. Operation Best Friend is next.
It's time for Pasco's Grand Old Fourth. Get ready for a full day of family fun. Start with the Kiwanis Pancake Breakfast at 7. Then enjoy the pre-parade street dance and catch the cardboard regatta before heading to Red, White, and Swim. At 7:30, join us for the Battle of the Bands. Cheer loud and vote for your favorite. Then end the night with a spectacular fireworks show at 10 p.m. For a full list of events, visit PascoGo4.com.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
The 4th of July sale is on now at More Furniture with explosive savings on premium mattresses. Choose from your favorites like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy and save up to $600 on select premium mattress sets. Best of all, for a limited time, you'll get 72 months interest-free financing. That's 72 equal monthly payments, no interest and no money down, plus free white glove delivery and removal of your old mattress. Visit More Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Apple Valley News Now is Pasco.
Apple Valley News Now is Natchez.
Apple Valley News Now is Umatilla.
Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Leading the way with local news you trust.
Breaking news.
We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
Because of a dry spring in the Pacific Northwest, wildfire season has started early this year and will probably be with us through September. While some wildfires are lightning caused, most are caused by people. Apple Valley News Now reminds you when camping or hiking to obey all fire restrictions and make sure to put out your campfire completely before leaving the campsite. There's more information about preventing wildfires at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Remember, it's up to all of us to help prevent wildfires.
Jay Delia, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
All right, time now for our favorite part of the week, Operation Best Friend.
That's right. And today we're introducing you to a playful pup looking for a loving home. She's got energy, personality, and a whole lot of love to give. Here's a closer look at Ariel.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
All right, our special guest today from Mikey's Chance is Ariel. She's a 7-month-old mixed breed. We think she's a Carolina mix because she has beautiful almond eyes and her ears do all sorts of crazy things. She's a parvo survivor, so we know she is fierce and committed. She's great in almost any home. Good with kids. Right now she's being fostered with a 6-month-old baby. Other dogs are great once she's introduced to them. Not so sure about cats. She likes them, but almost too much because she chases them quite a bit. Super smart, catches on to things really fast. Potty trained, crate trained, loves to play. She's just a joy to be around, and she would love for you to have her forever home. She is pretty much leash trained. She's still excitable. She's only 7 months old, as I said, so she's a puppy, so she gets excited and, like squirrel, squirrel, and things like that, but she loves to go out and she just loves to be with her people. She follows me around the house, she follows me wherever I go, and she will be a companion for somebody who will just love her to death. So Ariel is posted on our Mikey's Chance Facebook page. She will also be at our meet and greet, which will be at Paz on Gage Boulevard this Saturday from 11 to 1 p.m. So if she's not the dog for you, we'll also have lots of other great dogs there for you to choose from.
Aw, so
Very
cute.
It looks like she's all ready for 4th of July with that bandana, the red, white, and blue.
And kissing the baby.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, somebody go pick her up. All right, Stacy's coming back with a final check of weather when we return.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off a new Daikin Fit system. Happy 4th of July. Be safe. Bruce Heating and Air.
Experience the spirit, strength, and tradition of Native American culture at the 29th Annual Powwow at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Join us for a vibrant celebration featuring traditional drumming, dancing, authentic cuisine, artisan vendors, and more. Featuring host drum, Tha Cree. Feel the rhythm as drum and dance contestants go head-to-head for more than $140,000 in cash and prizes. This powerful cultural gathering is free and open to the public. Happening July 4th through 6th. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline?
Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
even cheaper.
Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
50% off annuals and vegetable starts at Queensgate Gardens. It's the end of spring and going fast. Open 10 to 3 on the 4th. Queensgate Gardens, where adventure grows at 50% off.
Our number one service here at NIU Women's Clinic and Aesthetics is our weight loss program. Our program is really focused on a lifestyle change. We want our patients to be able to lose around 10 to 15 pounds of weight loss a month is what we see. But when they're done with us on the program, we want them to be able to keep that weight off. We don't want to see them yo-yo.
So I've lost about 40 to 50 pounds, and that's been over the span of 3 to 4 months. At my peak, I think I was losing probably 10 pounds a week. It was quite a bit, and I just noticed it was falling off of me.
So we are proud to announce that we are releasing a virtual weight loss program. What makes our program so successful for both men and women is the fact that we are treating exactly the reason why you're gaining this weight in the first place. By addressing your insulin insensitivity, your hormone balancing, your lifestyle, treating everything. We really focus on you and your needs.
Now open in Yakima. Go to newuwomensclinic.com to start your weight loss journey today.
Apple Valley News Now viewer Alan Rither of Richland.
We really appreciate Apple Valley News Now being on the air. It's more a part of our community.
We love hearing from viewers. Email comments at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
And welcome back. And I feel like we've been on a marathon today with so much going on.
It
right?
has been a big news day, right?
It has. All right, so how about this? Your reason to smile. Take a look out there. That is a wheat and pea harvest going on. Those combines are out there doing their good work out there in the beautiful wheat fields of eastern Washington. You know, if you have a minute, you should take a drive to the Palouse towards where Pullman is. It is absolutely gorgeous and very unique. So thank you for sending that in, Dee. QR code on top of your screen. That is how you get your weather photo on TV. Thanks to our friends at Lifetime Dental Care. All right, let's take a look at our day tomorrow. Much better. It was really warm last night and it really didn't cool down a whole lot. You can see the temperatures dropping and your daytime highs topping out hopefully just below 90 degrees. So that will be good. Winds are going to improve and the red flag warning that we had in place will disappear. Here's what you're planning for 4th of July. Now, a lot of the fireworks don't start till like 9 or 10 at night, but look at those temperatures. Might even want to grab a little sweater or sweatshirt because it cools down after 11. So that's what our fireworks are looking like as you head out on 4th of July evening. So much cooler temps going forward. I'm happy about that. And then look at Tuesday, Wednesday. There goes the heat wave once again as we roll into the second week of July.
We'll be ready for that. And hey, stay tuned to AppleValleyNewsNow.com for the latest on the Cold Springs fire. That'll do it for us. We'll see you back here for the news at 11.
Have a good night.